Kagoshima Airport has reported that no planes will be flying in from Taiwan on July. Why? Because tourists are trying to avoid a natural disaster worse than the one that happened in 2011. How do they know there's going to be a natural disaster? They don't. But the same person who predicted the 2011 disaster in her book also predicted one for July 2025. And who is this prophet of our times? A writer by the name of Manaka Ryo-Tatsuki, best known for her work that predicted the aforementioned 2011 disaster, Watashi ga mita mirai, The Future I Saw, which was published in 1999. The book is a collection of artwork based on dreams she had written in a dream journal between 1985 and 1990. During the time, Ryo was trying to get into literature, but after struggling with writer's block for a while, gave up. She ended that career attempt by putting together her dream journal. She struggled to come up with something to write on the cover page, but she encountered a dream where she saw the text, "The disaster will occur March 2011. She decided to write that on the cover page and send it to her publisher. After that, she kind of disappeared. Looking back at the events depicted in her dreams, 13 out of 15 of her predictions came true. A few notable examples are the death of Freddie Mercury. She had two dreams about that, one on November 24th, 1976, and another on November 29th, 1986. There's the woman in a cave. She had that dream on August 27th, 1989. And in her dream journal, she describes a scene of a cave from which a man emerged, waking up and recording an air raid shelter near her house. A few days later, a woman looking identical to the description in Ryo's dream turned up dead in the exact air raid shelter. There was also Princess Diana of Wales. In 1992, she dreamt of a portrait of a woman and heard a voice belonging to a woman named Diana. The real Princess Diana died in a traffic accident on August 31st, 1997. Now these are things that can be passed off as a mere coincidence. I mean, who hasn't had a dream that sort of ended up happening in real life? Who hasn't had deja vu moments? It's always good to have a healthy dose of skepticism. After the 2011 earthquake, someone posing as Ryo-Tatsuki showed up on the news and made prediction after prediction, just getting a lot of attention, getting some money, riding on the coattails of a disaster. And that put a large stain on the image of the book, which made a lot of people distrust it. But there was also a time where the printed copies of the book were getting rare because the publishing company that printed those copies went bankrupt a few years prior. But now there's a new problem because the book was reprinted a few years ago. A popular influencer from Taiwan got his hands on the book and started uploading Chinese translations online, spreading news of an upcoming earthquake that is set to occur on July 5th, 2025. The resulting tsunami from the earthquake will be 3 times higher than that of the tsunamis that hit in 2011. There's a fault line under Miyazaki Prefecture. The tectonic plates are predicted to cause trouble all the way from Kyushu to Tohoku. For people living in Japan, whether they want to take the prediction seriously or not is up to them. A natural disaster is going to occur whether someone dreams up of it or not. Japan is just like that. Japan is just home to earthquakes and tsunamis. So it's always a good idea to be prepared. If you live in Japan and you have a loved one that happens to go missing after a disaster, right? You don't know whether they're alive or dead. We have a video on Shisso Senkoku, which could be of use to you. Ryo-Tatsuki has had some incredible dreams, and 13 out of 15 is a very great ratio for correct predictions. Whether or not her predictions come to pass, be prepared. Make sure you have your emergency supplies, your water, your food, canned food, and you know where the evacuation areas are going to be. If you don't know where the evacuation areas are going to be, check with your local government offices. And of course, if you have any questions, regardless of whether a natural disaster occurs or not, feel free to ask in the comments. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into Japanese law. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.